Welcome back. You're watching What's Hot. IT major Cognizant has reported another stellar set of third-quarter numbers. The company has posted a revenue growth of 5.4%, with revenues coming in at $1.89 billion in the second quarter. Cognizant hopes to better that number and take it much closer to the $2 billion mark. And for the full year, Cognizant expects a revenue growth of 20% at $7.3 billion, having already beaten Infosys in the last quarter. Cognizant's full year revenue growth of 20% is much higher than Infy's 5%. Joining us now to discuss the quarter gone by and the outlook for the quarter coming is R. Chandrasekaran, a Group Chief Executive at Cognizant, joins us from Chennai. Appreciate you joining us here on Cnbc TV 18. Sir, congratulations on another stellar set of numbers. What everyone wants to know, you've held out a guidance of about 20% when your peers are holding nothing close to that. What gives you the confidence and the optimism, given the kind of uncertain economic environment we're seeing globally, to be able to do that?
Yeah, thank you. We've been very pleased with the way our, quarter three turned out to be. It's a clear indication of our, differentiated strategy that's really focusing on customers, staying invested in our business and differentiating ourselves by taking a unique set of value proposition to our customers that really reiterates their confidence in our ability to deliver value. So, this is a time and tested strategy that we have been deploying in Cognizant, and it once again proved that, we've been able to beat the estimates and, turn in industry leading performance. Now, if you really look at it, most of the customers are under, sort of what we call as the dual mandate. On the one hand, they all have severe cost pressures due to cyclical nature of demand and the economic environment. And that really calls for driving, efficiency and the effectiveness the way they run their business. So on one hand, that drives demand for our services. But at the same time, customers are also under secular pressures, arising out of, digitization, digital experience that the consumers are demanding. And that really calls for a lot of transformation in the way they address their customers. So that really drives another set of demands for our services. So the investments that we have made making, driving efficiency and effectiveness and providing thought leadership and transformation services, is really boding very well for, the success of Cognizant quarter after quarter.
So you're absolutely confident of being able to hold on to that 20% guidance, but I want to talk to you about pricing, because that's another key differentiator from your peers. Everybody else in the IT pack has actually seen a pricing decline. You've managed to keep pricing flat. Do you anticipate the ability to be able to do that, or do you see some pressure coming in on pricing and pricing actually declining?
We see a very stable pricing environment for our services. 2012, that's what we have seen in the last 3 or 4 quarters. Pricing has been very stable. Our going in assumption for next year also will be a very stable pricing environment. But, talking about pricing, we really want to take the focus away from pricing, really focus on what we, deliver to our customers, focus on output and outcome, and really move into a managed services model. And that's how, we are going to keep the pricing environment stable for our services. So, but pricing overall, is going to be very stable for us.
Okay, stable pricing is what you anticipate, but you were talking about the need for to offer services because the world is going digital. Give me a sense of just how robust the deal pipeline is looking at this point in time, and are you expecting, you use the word transformational deals in that sense?
Right. Absolutely. As we look into the future, a lot of our demand is going to come from the new offerings, what we call as the Horizon 3 services within Cognizant framework. These are all, newer technology services, what we call as the SMAC stack, social, mobile, cloud and analytics, and new service delivery, leverage more of platform-based delivery. We have already announced in the last quarter the first deal that we won, for managing digital assets for one of the large automotive manufacturers using our AssetServe platform. So platform-based service delivery, BPaaS, SaaS, those types of offerings are going to get a lot more traction. And also new geographies. We've been very pleased with the way our APAC business is turning out to be. It's phenomenal growth that we saw in the last quarter, and we are making investments in Latin America. So the new geos also will start kicking in. So these are new offerings, new geos, new service delivery model that will keep driving the growth for our services into the future.
Okay, I very quickly want to ask you, because we're running out of time, Barack Obama back in office, what does that mean as far as the U.S. economy is concerned and for the IT sector in specific? And also, are we likely to see Cognizant move and do any big-ticket acquisition? You've been doing small niche acquisitions, but any big-ticket acquisition expected since you are sitting on a cash pile of $2.6 billion?
Yeah, actually we are happy that President Obama has been elected for the second term. That means, there will be some continuity, which is always good in the current environment. And, if you really look at the key election platform has been the economy. And so I'm sure the President and his administration during the second term, there will be a lot of focus in, boosting the economic environment in the U.S. And that is going to generate a lot of demand. So as services company, we want to work with corporate America in actually boosting the domestic environment, job creation, and we really want to actively participate. And also we will work with the new administration in terms of streamlining the skills immigration program. One of the things that President has pointed out even in the acceptance speech this morning is about creating skills and job creation. So we really want to further invest boosting the STEM program, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics education. So that will, again, boost the skilled workforce in the U.S. And we will work with the administration in terms of tax reforms to make the U.S. businesses a lot more competitive in the global marketplace. So we are really looking forward to the second term of President Obama.
Big ticket acquisition expected on the cards?
Yeah, we have been on the lookout, as always, and we are looking for acquisition that will drive demand for our services. We're looking for niche capabilities like consulting or newer geographies. We have been on the lookout for acquisitions, particularly in Europe, focusing on Germany, France. This will be a big boost to our presence in that geography. So we continue to look for, but there is nothing that I can report to today, but hopefully we'll have something soon.
Mr. Chandrasekharan, always a pleasure speaking with you. Congratulations once again on a stellar set of numbers, and thanks very much for joining us here on Cnbc TV 18. The stock is up by about 2%, reacting to positive numbers. And moving forward,